Hello everyone, this is Kingdom Shader 13, aka Chris, back again for another Kingdom Hearts discussion video. And in this video I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Kingdom Hearts 3 E3 Volume 3 trailer that was released this afternoon. And man, today is just a beautiful day for me personally as a Kingdom Hearts fan. Because in this Volume 3 trailer, well, let's set things up first, because the Volume 2 trailer that got released at the Square Enix Presents was really underwhelming. It was just sort of more so a rehash of the Volume 1 trailer from the orchestra that was revealed from the first Frozen trailer. And there just wasn't, it was mainly that. There's a few new scenes, but overall left me disappointed. I was wondering, ooh, are we going to get another trailer? And we got the Volume 3 trailer. And the way it came up to me was I saw Pirates of the Caribbean in the thumbnail, Sora, Jack, Donald, and Goofy in the thumbnail on the Black Pearl, and I absolutely lost my shit. And obviously this trailer, the main focus, at least on the beginning portion, is the fact that Pirates of the Caribbean is coming back as a world. It was in KH2, and it's coming back in Kingdom Hearts 3, and they're using, look at World's End, Pirates of the Caribbean 3. We'll see if they go into Dead Man's Chest, but basically we're getting Pirates of the Caribbean back, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, and I absolutely lost my shit watching this trailer. Just because for me, it's been one of my ultimate Kingdom Hearts 3 dreams to see them use Pirates of the Caribbean 2 and 3, the Davy Jones saga. Just because it's such great content to use for Kingdom Hearts World. All the stuff in those sequels, Davy Jones, the Kraken, the story, the final battle, all of it. And just for years, we're talking about since like 2007, I'm just like, ooh, what if they had those two sequels in Kingdom Hearts 3? And to be honest, within the last like year or so, I've been just kind of like, you know what? I don't think it's going to happen now, especially given the announcement that, the announcement last year that there were going to be less worlds in KH2. And I was just all like, oh no. It just seemed like it wasn't a big priority for Square Enix, especially given the fact that it seemed that Treasure Planet was more likely due to the connection with Roy Conley, the producer, and the fact that they wanted to maybe bring in something new, and Treasure Planet was something that a lot of people wanted. But the fact that they brought Pirates back, I'm sorry, I just got so excited because just Pirates of the Caribbean is just one of my absolute favorite series, man. It's a series that means so much to me, and to see them bring it back into KH3, I was just oh. But let's talk about how it looks in the game. Obviously, they're using At World's End, and we see some iconic scenes from At World's End, like the scene where the Black Pearl is coming down the sandhill at World's End, and Jack Sparrow on the top of the Black Pearl. That looks cool. We see Sora, Donald, and Goofy. They've got new outfits in this world, and in Pirates of the Caribbean. It should be noted, the world is no longer called Port Royal. It's called the Caribbean, and that makes sense because in Pirates of the Caribbean 2 and 3, they barely take place in Port Royal. So to switch it up and call it the Caribbean, that makes sense because it encompasses all the parts of that were in 2 and 3, the locations. So that's good that they call it that. Like I said, we see Sora, Donald, and Goofy. They've got new pirate outfits, and they have different textures, I would say, or they've made to look dark to where they can blend in with the whole live action setting. That's something a lot of people complain about in Kids 2, that they look sort of out of place in Port Royal, which I kind of like that because it made Port Royal seem like this is a very different world to them in terms of them being in that world. But the fact that they're giving new pirate outfits in this is really cool. I like that. And the fact that they do have, like I said, this different aesthetic to them, that's nice that they did that because I guess it helps sort of ease the complaints that some people had with Port Royal and KH2. I wasn't one of them, or whatever. But then the gameplay in Port Royal, it just looks insane. I mean, we see them taking on this like huge boss in the water and just like zip lining through ships, multiple ships crashing into each other, big ship battles, cannon battles, Sora scaling up like islands and stuff like that. I'm not sure where exactly in the movie that is. But yeah, it just looks like, wow, they're doing such great stuff, and the graphics it looks great. These next gen graphics, it's so cool. I'm not one of those that complain. I never understood the complaint of people saying, "Oh, I don't want live action worlds in Kingdom Hearts." I really like that because it really helps expand the universe. And just seeing Jack Sparrow again, it's so great. And thankfully, they got the correct voice for Jack Sparrow. It looks like it is. I think it. I haven't looked it up. I hope I'm not talking out of my ass, but it did sound like it was Depp doing Jack Sparrow, which that was good because the voice in KH2 admittedly wasn't all that great, but yeah, we are getting hopefully real Jack Sparrow in this game. So yeah, I'm so happy about the Pirates in this. And now let's talk about the rest of the trailer because to me this was my absolute favorite Kingdom Hearts trailer that we've gotten so far. Just because it felt like a real classic Kingdom Hearts trailer where they showcase a bunch of worlds. Um, After that, we saw more of Frozen from what we've seen before. A little bit more of Monsters Inc. Vanitas in Monsters Inc. We got to see him a little bit more. More of the Tangled world. Toy Story, a little bit more of that. A little bit more of everything. Um, I can't remember. Oh, in Olympus Coliseum, we finally got to see the Titans. Because in the game so far, we've only seen the Rock and the Ice Titan. We got to see the Lava and the Wind Titan. So that was great. So they're really going to deliver on sort of the final elements that we have not seen from the Hercules movie in Olympus Coliseum. So that was really cool because everyone's been wanting to see them, all the Titans get the proper KH treatment. So that should make for a really nice boss battle. However the hell they're going to do that. That was cool. Um, I should have mentioned during the Pirates of the Caribbean section, the Seeker of Darkness that's in Port Royal is the one that was in Port Royal in KH2. Well, not the Seeker of Darkness. He was just a regular organization member in KH2. But Lucier, he's back. So Port Royal is sort of his sort of domain. He's the one that sort of gets to go and do operations in that world. That's cool. Lucier was a really cool member, but he's just been so underused. We just have not seen him a whole lot. He wasn't really in KH2 all that much. So he's a Seeker of Darkness. That's cool. And it should be great. Him having a previous history in Port Royal should make for a nice story dynamic in the Caribbean this time around. I gotta stop saying Port Royal. I gotta call that world the Caribbean. It's proper name now. So that was great. Other stuff before I get to the ending. Lark scene was the same clip that we had seen before in the Frozen trailer. Some more of saw Zigbar, the clip that we'd seen before, which looks to be an Olympus Coliseum, I think. Just because what's behind him, it looks like Coliseum pillars. So I think that's what it was. That's cool. Zigbar is one of my favorite member of Organization 13. I love his personality and his voice. It's so cool. And then I guess let's just get to the end, the final bit of the trailer that we saw, and that is finally, after all these years, we get to see Kairi back in action in her new Kingdom Hearts 3 outfit, and she looks great. I never had any doubts about the outfit would look good, because we had seen it had leaked in some Kingdom Hearts Union Cross art a few weeks ago, so we got to see what the outfit would look like. I never doubted that the outfit would look like would if it would look good or not. What I was concerned about was her hair, especially after seeing how drastically Riku's hair changed. I'm like, oh no, please don't give Kairi like some really just outrageous haircut. Because the main thing, I just didn't want her hair to be too short. I really prefer her hair longer, like it was in KH2. But the hair that she has here, it looks nice. It's more, I don't know what the word you would use, groomed. I would say maybe a bit more girly, the way it's stylized. It still goes straight down, but it's got like this curve to it. But it does look nice. I'm glad that, like I said, it is still relatively long. It's just a little bit trimmed to look more even. But she looks really cute, so I'm glad she's back. Lee doesn't have a new outfit. He's still in his Organization 13 outfit. So we'll see if he gets anything new. But yeah, how I'm acting right now does not really encompass at all how I was watching this trailer. This trailer was just, oh man, I was so excited. It was just fantastic trailer. My absolute favorite Kingdom Hearts trailer. And I've never screamed so much watching a trailer. I just got so excited just because, like I said, it's been my ultimate Kingdom Hearts 3 dream to see them use Dead Man's Chest in that World's End. And the fact that we got it was just, oh man, so good. The final thing I'm going to address in this video is that for as many people that I think were excited that Pirates of the Caribbean is coming back, there are people that are disappointed because it looks like its inclusion eliminates two worlds that I think people wanted to see as new worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3. Those two worlds being Treasure Planet and Atlantis, the Lost Empire. The reason it seems to eliminate both is, let's start off by saying that these are two, well, let me start breaking them down one by one each. Atlantis, it seems like it's eliminated because of the fact that Pirates of the Caribbean is obviously a whole lot of, it's a water-based world, really. The environment, sailing in the ocean, what we see them doing with the gameplay, very water-based. That's obviously the big thing with Atlantis. So to have two major sort of water worlds, even though the Caribbean is obviously pirate themed and Atlantis isn't, I don't know. It just seemed like kind of like, are they really going to do the two? And then for Treasure Planet, the big thing obviously is that they're both pirate worlds. So I honestly think that Treasure Planet is likely to be not coming in now. Which, you know, I was one that would have liked to have seen it, just because I do think, because of all the fan demand, and I do like the movie, I would have liked to have seen it just because it would have been something really different. But I'm not going to complain about Pirates of the Caribbean because I freaking love Pirates of the Caribbean. I've just been had the thinking in my mind for the last year that's not going to turn up. But I'm definitely happy now. But yeah, it seems like Treasure Planet, because of the whole pirate thing, it looks like it's not coming back or coming at all. So it looks like they're probably just going to have to save those two worlds for a side game. And the big reason why is because it seems like Kingdom Hearts 3 is really going in the direction of having big properties. So I don't think, maybe it's the type of thing where Disney doesn't want them to waste the space on sort of a cult classic-y type of film. Maybe a film they're not all that proud of. Not the biggest fan of Atlantis, the Lost Empire, to be honest. I mean, it has some elements that would make for a decent world, but I just don't care about the movie all that much. Treasure Planet, I do like a lot as a movie. I do think it's pretty underrated. It's a lot of fun. But it doesn't look like that's coming now. So I'm disappointed for some of those Kingdom Hearts fans that did want to see those two worlds, even though I would say that Atlantis is more likely than Treasure Planet now, just because Treasure Planet, because of the whole two pirate things, I don't think they would have two. Atlantis, maybe they could work around it. I don't know. I did see on the video, one of the reaction videos I did see with the major Kingdom Hearts news keepers on YouTube, the key keepers as they're called. When the trailer started and they saw Sora in the pirate outfit, they're like, "Oh shit, Treasure Planet!" And then when they realized it was Pirates of the Caribbean, you could tell that they were a little disappointed, even though they still really enjoyed the trailer. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. Major thing is, I'm super hyped for the return of Pirates, and this trailer this trailer combined with the Frozen trailer from a couple days ago just made for a beautiful Kingdom Hearts weekend. And I don't think we're going to get any more trailers for E3. If we do, I'll post another reaction, but I am definitely satisfied as for right now. So I hope y'all enjoyed this Kingdom Hearts discussion video, and I'll see y'all around with another video.